event 2, event 3. Of course, there's me, Waine Hassan, ZizitonFinanceBank with a quick scan on the few areas and to analytically based on circumstances too. Of course, this is in Kakuma, and then is an associate Somalian project in Kakuma, of course. But the location, because the guys I'm in my groups in Kakuma Refugee Camp. That is on 1, phase 1, 10D. Group 10D, as you know, that is Madi Sudanese there. And then, of course, we see it hiring a business consultant, Kakuma. Then that is ZizitonFinanceBank must be able to make, of course, purchase decisions, since those guys, these groups handling computers, they said they have computers there. Sometimes they are selling $2, and it's very cheap, so they can, of course, maybe we may be able to afford there. Then if we get 10 of them, and then they will put 10 employees, of course, for those electronics, and then that is computer, etc. And that is construction, of course, sites, office for in-bankings and or in-person banking, and online, of course, in Kakuma. So that is overview. They say they do open an email account, of course they do browsings, laminations, copywriter, or photocopiers, or scanning and sort ICT courses. Also they do printing and typewriters, and is a Sibaling Café service for express computers, and then where people normally help themselves, is mandatorily if we associate, and we, of course, put our company there, and then we hire alongside with them, and then coordinatively, of course, may yield a profit. So we are not this guy here, but we are this guy here, the Equatorial Sudanese guy. Of course, we open this area Sudan alongside, as you know, and you can see this is basically Sudan for larger managements, and that is board authorities, and my concerns in overview. And then, of course, this is basically to do with the configurations of 1, configuration 2, configuration 3, of course, our logos, and then my infos, which is my network basically. Then quite informations of me also. Yep, our transportation systems, of course, basically our company overview, and then we get some ads on those concerns. But if you look here, of course, that's the same areas we are managing here. Then our visa, of course, bear our name as ZizBank, and then the MasterCard and the visa. The visa and the MasterCard, ZizBank and ZizitonFinanceBank ZizBank and ZizitonFinanceBank as well. Of course, as we said, and then that is our BCOT systems. And then that is the areas which we already tackle, of course. That is basically areas for areas, and then, of course, mandatorily is the areas that we are really chatting upon, and then minimizably. So that is concern to concern, of course. That is me actually when Hassan ZizitonFinanceBank with this quite verifications concerned and concerned. Shall you have any queries? And then, of course, preferably we may transfer them for other chats, if at all that is mandatory. But what we found also too difficult was this one. Somewhat, if you said, of course, you need information from us, ZizitonFinanceBank, as we, how do you expect now we're gonna claim our names how do you expect we're gonna write really ZizitonFinanceBank, and this ZizitonFinanceBank ZizBank we write so there. And then we myself to introduce myself also, and then I said, yeah, I'm a ZizitonFinanceBank. And if you look here also, the same system can tell you this is the ZizBank mortgages, ZizitonFinanceBank mortgages. And then the future is now, of course, said by Microsoft there. And then and they still the guy, for the guy, I'm not the real guy here. So if we say it, yeah, my name is Waine Hassan Ziziton, and then that's my badge number, WH, of course, 1301Z, and then which we initially said there, sure. And then we not even hide anything, and then they still, someone went and then issued the font and then said, yeah, we give wrong infos, and then we must provide a valid info. I said, how shall that be issued for us to provide it for you issued a valid info? What, how many times do you expect you're gonna need to issue a valid info when the computer already submitted the tax information? The tax information, even I scanned it, I think if you look deeper in my video channels, and then you can find tax Canada tax information there, how we file it, and then how the computer returned the systems via the editing of the same guy who called here and then claimed, yeah, we're providing fake information. That is the old troublemakers. They are looking for troubles. They want weaknesses, and then so they have weaknesses with us, and then that will be a priority for them, maybe even to shut down my areas, because they already proved that they knock my email here, and then they escape away, So even back again, they also went and called here back again. They say they want further information. That's why is the criteria to do with edition. Some people, the actual edition are assholes, so they are really not good people. So they don't understand. Whatever how fair you introduce yourself, they don't get it. The job you make there is not a job. If you respect them, they don't respect you. I don't know. Maybe the money is sweet for them. That's why they get used to, and then we look really slavery to them. That's why they have to use like as if we are this one, we are bulls, which they are using to dig, big hackers. And then they have to twist the tail. They do not know, they get exhausted. That's why it's a criteria to do it. We have really no idea. But that's to do with that, and that is me there. Of course, once again, Waine Hassan ZizitonFinanceBank.